You ever think about what makes a piece of educational material truly great? Sometimes the most brilliant stuff is hiding right in front of us. So today, we're going to look at what seems like a totally simple chapter from a sixth grade English textbook. But trust me, there's so much more going on here than you'd think. Let's start peeling back the layers.
Right, so this is the big question, isn't it? How can one little folktale about a clever couple and a thief be so packed with different kinds of learning? I mean, on the surface, it seems impossible for one short text to do all that work. But the answer? Well, it's pretty ingenious. And here it is. The secret is that this whole chapter is basically an educational Trojan horse. It uses this super engaging story to smuggle in a whole bunch of complex lessons. It's really a masterclass in how to teach, and we're about to break down exactly how it works, layer by fascinating layer. Okay, so first things first, let's get a quick handle on the story itself. This is the container, the vehicle for all the lessons. And it starts with a classic setup. A husband and wife are at home, and they realize someone is trying to get in. And right away, the tension just ramps up with this one line. The couple knows they're in real trouble. And you see, they can't just shout for help. That would tip off the thief and put them in way more danger. They need a plan, and they need a smart one.
And here's their brilliant solution. The couple pretends they're having a conversation about what to name their future child. The wife suggests the name Rama. First, she says it softly, and then really loudly. Now, this is their secret signal, because get this. The local policeman, the Coatwall, his name is Rama too. It's such a clever way to call for help without the bad guy having a clue.
And guess what? It totally works. The Coatwall, Rama, hears his name, sprints to the house, and immediately gets what's going on. The thief is caught, the couple is safe. So on the surface, it's a nice, simple story with a happy ending, right? But now we get to the really good stuff underneath. Okay, so this is where things get really, really cool. Let's peel back that first layer, the language engine. We're going to see how this story is secretly a powerful machine for teaching English grammar. But how do you even do that? How does a tense conversation in a story actually teach you grammar? Well, it's all about baking those lessons right into the natural way people talk. Just take a look at this. The characters speak like normal people, you know? They use contractions like there and its. And then the textbook swoops in and uses those exact lines to explicitly teach the full expanded form. It's a brilliant way to connect everyday spoken English directly to the formal rules of grammar. And it's not just contractions. The entire plot is happening right now, in the moment, which makes it the perfect vehicle for teaching the present progressive tense. The action is happening. So a line like, somebody is trying to get in, isn't just moving the plot forward, it's a perfect real-life example of the exact grammar concept they're trying to teach. It's just seamless.
Okay, so what about other stuff, like adverbs? Well, again, no boring lists of words here. Instead, the book uses the action of the story itself to make the concept totally clear and easy to remember. And you can see exactly how they do it. The whole plan works because of how the wife speaks, softly, then loudly. So naturally, that becomes the exercise. Students aren't just hunting for random words on a page, they're analyzing the very words that make the entire rescue plan a success. All right, let's dig into layer 2. Because this chapter isn't just about what words mean. It's actually designed to teach students how to think. It's basically a training ground for critical thinking. Check out this question they ask the students. It doesn't ask, who was the Coatwall? It's not asking for a simple fact you can just point to in the text. No, it's asking for your judgment. You have to look at the clues, the fact that he was alert, that he responded quickly, that he understood the situation, and build a case like a detective to prove he was good at his job. You see what's going on here? The exercises are pushing students way beyond just remembering the plot. They have to form an opinion and then defend it. They have to evaluate how clever the characters are, predict what might happen next, and even think about big ideas, like how intelligence can be a tool to solve problems. This is some seriously sophisticated stuff for what looks like a simple story. And this brings us to the third and final layer, which, honestly, might be the most important one. The chapter uses this fictional emergency as a bridge to talk about real-world safety. It becomes a practical simulator for life skills. And check this out. In a listening exercise for the chapter, students hear a security guard making an announcement. And what does he say? He explicitly tells them the number to dial in an emergency. Boom! The fictional story about needing a rescue connects directly to the practical knowledge of how you can actually get rescued in real life. But wait,
it gets even better. It doesn't just give the number, it follows up with this list of clear, practical safety rules. These are concrete instructions that could genuinely keep a kid safe one day. And because it's all wrapped up in the theme of the story, the lesson is so much more memorable and powerful than just reading a boring list. So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, it's just wow. You can see it's a truly remarkable piece of educational design. It's so much more than just a story. It's a complete, integrated learning machine where every single piece has a purpose.
I mean, this really says it all, doesn't it? You have one single engaging narrative acting as the foundation for all these pillars of learning: fundamental language skills, high-level critical thinking, and essential life skills for staying safe. It's the whole package, all in one.
So, the next time you come across what looks like a simple children's story or a school textbook, maybe pause for a second and take a closer look. Because as this little fable shows, sometimes the most profound lessons and the most brilliant designs are the ones hiding in plain sight. What hidden genius might you uncover?